Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to the live Montreal Expos MLB The Show 24 Franchise Mode Series. Moving into episode number 26 for year number 11, the 2034 season here in Montreal. Starting the next chapter, moving into the second decade with this Expos team. If you're watching after you've already gone live, you can hop ahead to the 5-minute mark, and that is when we'll get started. But until then, we'll start welcoming everybody in for what will be the final Expos stream of 2024. The next time that we stream, hopefully the playoffs, the 2034 playoffs, will be in January of 2025, excuse me. So hopefully we can have that as something to look forward to in the new year. So I'll just take care of all the things I got to do on my end. Here's a look at the depth chart for you after the offseason that was. We moved out some names, some older pieces, the Matt Wallners of the world. We brought in and also had growth from players within our system. Brought in some players like, if we look at what's his name? Sorry, maybe he's not on the chart. I'm looking in the wrong place. For the lineup, oh yeah, I think it was just calling up players. Yeah, we just called up for the bats. Yes, the bats were just call ups. Nobody knew in the bats, just call ups for the bats. But for the pitching rotation, we had Shane Bieber joined from free agency. Here for viewership, currently binging Survivor with the folks. Love it, Mighty Joe. I was huge into Survivor from seasons like 20 to 35. And then, honestly, I just lost interest. I love Survivor, but it just turned into just something I didn't enjoy anymore. I could talk a lot more about that, and I'm glad you are enjoying it. It's just, I got to get back into it. I'm sure I'd enjoy it if I did. I just needed a break from it, I think. Anyways, from the arms, yeah, nothing much here. More growth. The only new player on this team is Shane Bieber. We're watching Survivor 32. Hold on. Survivor 32. I won't spoil anything. I just want to see who is in that season. Survivor 32. Oh, okay. Okay. I won't say anything. Let me just do all that stuff on my end. Blah, blah, blah. The last Expo stream of 2024, as the next time we talk on MLB The Show 24, will be in the year 2025. MLB. And hopefully that'll be for the playoffs. There we go, episode 26. I'm just ready for the Dylan Cousins trade to come through for sure. I was thinking maybe I wouldn't stream tonight in anticipation of a Dylan Cousins trade, but hopefully it comes later if it does. The Kako and the Barron trades yesterday were both after... Were they both after 9 p.m.? At least Barron was close to 10 p.m. Eastern. So hopefully Buffalo can hang on just like another hour and a half, 2 hours while we get through this season. Open that up. Perfect. Put it out in the Twitter world. There we go. Beautiful. All right, that brings us to 3 minutes. So 2 minutes to spare. Nice. Yeah, moving into our 11th season here in Montreal. Through 10 years. The first 5 years missed the playoffs. The next 5 years make the playoffs. So 5 and 5. Now we're moving into decade number 2 in year 11. First in contact, first in pitching, that's fantastic. But power down in 21st. 8th in speed, that's great too. But 24th and 4th in defense too. I think it must have to do with the infield because the outfield is solid enough. Jonas Roosh is a question mark for everyday move playtime. Richie Dietz might be there a bit more often, but Jonas Roosh's numbers are just really good batting-wise. Jason went home when Ty used his extra vote on Michelle for nothing. Yeah, I'm not a big Ty fan. Not from that season, though. Dylan Cruz, 86. Kevin Garreau is going to be joining the team this season with his crazy contact. 99 contact against lefties. What? Elijah Green out here, the veteran of the team. Elijah Green, Dylan Cruz, two of the veterans here. Luis Montoya getting a chance to come up possibly. Yeah, but like playing bench, of course. Another good contact guy. The pitching is incredible. Ernesto Valdez as the reigning Cy Young winner in 2032 on his big contract. It's going to be kicking in 18.6 starting next year. This is last year at 3.2 million. Then he's going to be making 18.6 after that. Ernesto Valdez. He was on the mound for the first game of the season. Pitched 7 innings, gave up 6 hits and 1 earned run, striking out 5. We got Lenny Parsons, Joe Ryan Jr. Sorry, he's the reigning Cy Young. Sorry, Ernesto Valdez won the Cy Young 2 years ago. Joe Ryan Jr. is the reigning Cy Young winner in 2033. My apologies. So we have 2 Cy Young winners in this rotation. Shane Bieber has also won the Cy Young in 2020 and 2029. How about that? So Shane Bieber joining the team as a veteran in the rotation. So that's 3 Cy Young pitchers in this rotation. Oliver Shipman in his third season now, second full season though. We'll see what he can do in that capacity. And that's about it for the starters, yeah. It's the bullpen where you have some big overalls, but they never come through, so you just got to have high overalls and cross your fingers. Vlad Guerrero Jr. down to an 80 overall. That's where we lose in the power. He somehow hit 37 home runs last year after hitting just 18 the year prior. But I'm not counting on a lot of power from Vlad Guerrero Jr. So if we're just not getting enough runs, then maybe we got to look at moving out a contact hitter for a power hitter perhaps, but we'll see as the season goes on. We passed the 5-minute mark now, perfect, so we'll go ahead and get started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 26 of our Montreal Expos live franchise mode series on MLB The Show 24. The next chapter for the 2034 season, year number 11, starting our second decade with the Expos. It's our last Expos live stream of 2024. We're going to close off the year soon, so I'll save all the tearful goodbyes for the calendar year soon, for later, but we'll have our next episode, hopefully the playoffs, in January of 2025. So, that being said, the offseason that was saw growth from our younger players and moving on from some veterans. It was all business. We had to move on from Matt Wallner. We had to move on from Mackenzie Gore. We had to move on from Edouard Julien. We had to move on from all those guys. And now, even Dylan Cruz, I'm surprised he's already down to an 86. He's an aging veteran. He was a prospect when we inherited this team. Now, 11 years later, he's getting into the veteran category. So here's how the team looks depth-wise. If you look at the lineup itself, this is how we started Game 1 of last episode. It's Game 1 of the season that we finished at the last episode with, So Green in right field, Roosh in left field. He was the player of the game. 6 at-bats, 4 RBI, bat 3 for 6 with 2 stolen bases as well. Brad Ridley, 92 overall Brad Ridley, who bat 307 last year. Really hoping for more big things from the second baseman from Missouri. Dylan Cruz down to an 86, but he could still, he has that 30 home run potential, but it's been a couple of years since he's done that. That's the sad part. Sorry, back to the lineup. Vlad Guerrero Jr. at DH. He is the reigning Silver Slugger. Could that be in 20? No, All-Star appearance in 2033, but no Silver Slugger in 2033. Right. So Vlad Guerrero Jr., I think he still provides value, but we'll see what he can do. CJ Edwards now up to an 88 overall. Love the contact, but the defense still has to keep increasing a little bit more. Then you got Harry Ford at catcher. After a couple of down seasons, 245. He bats 270 last year. Really picks it up hits-wise up to 131. Well, it's just making better on his opportunities, it sounds like. Same RBI numbers type of thing. Just making better on his opportunities. Colin Hook at an 89 overall. He's our defensive wizard back there. He bat 294 last season. The last 2 seasons actually back-to-back 294 seasons. And Shane Ward at first base, another guy who's strong on the defense. Bat 250 last year, which is the worst on our team, but still not bad. He'll be in the 9 to start the season. So Luis Montoya, Christian Rivera, Kevin Guerrero, and Vaughn Bernard, all the rookies here who are on the bench to start the season. Christian Rivera played a little bit in the MLB last season. He'll have to try and prove himself at 28 years of age, 8 potential, 81 overall. Luis Montoya has 1 game played in his MLB career. Rivera 52, Guerrero 69, but with Tampa Bay. 1 game played with us last season. And Richie Dietz has been an on and off kind of guy for us. 267 games played in his career so far, batting 273. He's good. Richie Dietz is good. And now with Matt Wallner gone, this will be his greatest opportunity to show that. It's between Jonas Harouche and Richie Dietz for that last outfield spot pretty much. But with Green and Cruz getting older, maybe that's a spot for them to inherit someday soon. Vaughn Bernard, 8 potential, 26 years of age, a 74 overall. He could easily grow to an 80 overall type of guy this season as well. Now, looking at the pitching rotation, Ernesto Valdez, he won the Cy Young 2 years ago. He's our ace to start the season. Joe Ryan Jr., who won the Cy Young last year, he's in the 2 spot. Lenny Parsons at 92 overall is in our 3. It's just crazy to think about that pitching rotation. Shane Bieber, the veteran at 38 years of age, signed a 1-year, $15 million deal with us. Cy Young's in 2020 and 2029. Now, here he is in 2034, and he'll be rounding off the rotation will be Oliver Shipman at an 85 overall, now in his 3rd season and his 2nd full year. Oliver Shipman from Illinois. In long relief, there's Trevor Rogers at 36 years of age. He's had good numbers with us the last few years, so we continue to put trust in him. Henry Minoso also could be challenging for a rotation spot if anyone were to be struggling, but he'll start in long relief. 8 potential, 80 overall, 21 years of age. He's been in the AAA system for a couple of years now. He's probably just too good to stay in AAA. We love the stashes here. Between Minoso, Parsons, and Joe Ryan Jr., we love those stashes. So Minoso will play long relief, and we'll see what happens from there. In mid relief, Maddox Charles has not been impressive the last few years. Way too many blown saves for my liking. So despite being a 92 overall, he'll have to earn his way back to the closing role. Also, here's Christopher Miller, had a horrible year last year, hoping for a bounce back. and Andrew Lara, who is also a question mark for us. Donnie Dubois in the setup role. He didn't have a good year last year either. 15 saves and 5 blown. Thank you. And Benito Perez, who has been on again, off again as well, may have shown himself to be the most consistent in spring training. So we're going to be starting him in the closing role, and we'll see what happens. Let's cross our fingers and give him a chance. So that's how it shapes up between the starting lineup and the pitching rotation for year number 11, ladies and gentlemen. In the last one, we ended off with a 9-1 victory against Cincinnati. A great way to start the episode and to kick off the season, I should say, and end the episode. Now we're starting this episode. Do we want to change anything in the training? I usually already do the training myself. Are there anyone? Shane Bieber, you can work on that. Any autos means one that weren't touched by me. Donnie Akar, prospect we picked up. Let's work on the contact for Donnie. Anyone who says auto is someone who didn't have it set by me. Aubrey, let's get the clutch up. Vision clutched. Yeah, let's work on that. Tom Lee Power, that's good. Jason Roberts, yeah, that's okay. Actually, I'd rather have some of those the per nines worked on. And is CJ Edwards working on defense? Arm accuracy and all that? Yeah, maybe even fielding. Let's work on fielding drills instead. Yeah, it's help improve the defense a little bit in the infield. Okay, so through this season, we'll get scouting, we'll get the draft, we'll get the entirety of the regular season, and hopefully we'll end off with getting us poised for the playoffs. First 5 years, missed the playoffs. Next 5 years, make the playoffs. We have 2 World Series titles, and now we're trying to go for a strong year 11 with the next chapter being written in our franchise's history. So let's sim forward AAA auto-fix lineups. I already put who needed to be where. So if we look in AAA, here's their lineup down here. A lot of fantastic prospects. Look at all the potential that we have in this system. Wow. So yeah, more changes to be made over the next few off seasons to come. But yeah, very exciting time in AAA. Let's get the first episode of game of this episode going with Joe Ryan Jr. on the mound in Cincinnati, the team that eliminated us last season in the NLDS. Now we faced them. We beat them 9-1 to open up the season. And now it's JRJ, the reigning Cy Young winner, on the mound to kick off the first game of this episode. And it's game 2 of year 11. Here we go. Elijah Green grounds out to start off this one. Roosh strikeout. Ridley ground out. Let's start simulating. Oops, sorry. Let's sim through this one. Double-double. 1 run scored for the Reds. 2 runs scored for us. Top of the second. Top of the fourth, nothing. Bottom of the fourth, nothing. Fifth innings for both sides, nothing. But they had a good opportunity there for the Reds. Sixth inning scores 1 run for us. Joe Ryan Jr. still has good power, so we'll give him another inning. Looking good. He's dealing. Bobby Weber on the mound. He gives up a few hits, but no runs. Bottom of the 7th, and the Reds score 1. It's now a 3-2 game. We hold a 1-run lead with 2 innings left. Brad Ridley. It's Eli Meza coming on now. Brad Ridley grounds out. Dylan Cruz strikes out. Vladdy grounds out. Joe Ryan Jr. getting tired. Only 2 strikeouts today, but 7 innings pitched. He's looking good. We'll give him his mistake, but this is a tight one. We just have almost no trust in our bullpen that I'd almost rather stick with a tired starter. Ground out, strikeout, double. Out on base. Ground out, strikeout, double, ground out. Nice. Gets out of the 8th inning. Here we go. 9th inning now. Edwards with a 1-run lead. Can we add to it? Grounds out. Ford grounds out. Hook is 2 for 3. He strikes out. With a 1-run lead, this is the time that you bring in your closer. And if we're going to give Benito Perez the reins as our closer, we need to give him these opportunities. Joe Ryan Jr. got us through 8 innings. Now Benito, close it out. Ground out. Fly out. Ground out. Bang. Benito gets us out. And the Expos win 3-2. JRJ, player of the game. 8 innings pitched, giving him 8 hits, 2 runs, and striking out 3. Perez gets the first save of the season as well. All right, so there we go. Let's get this season started. Let's start simulating last game of this series against the Reds. It's a 4-1 loss. Now taking on the Pirates. It's a 7-6 win. Very nice. Oliver Shipman on the mound. It's a 8-7 loss. So close. Minoso takes the loss, sadly. Then a 6-3 win. Here against the Philadelphia Phillies, we lose 8-2 and then lose 8-5. So back-to-back losses in Philly. We're now 4-4. Now's our time to set the scouting reports. So what do we need really in this system? What do we need? The outfield, everything's top 16. So we don't need a lot in this system. I think we just take best player available every time. So I'm going to change up my scouting. I don't usually do this, but I'm going to do it just for this time because it's rare to see such a well-rounded organization. Instead of scouting a position or discovering new prospects... Actually, no, I'll discover new prospects. But instead of scouting positions, I'll discover new prospects and then scout prospects around where we're set to draft. So let's do a few weeks of discovering. Give me any pitchers in the West. Give me any pitchers in Central. And give me any pitchers in the East. And whichever one has the lowest discovered will send them international for the next round. Sponsorships are all good. Why is this not here? In-game ticker, $10,000 per home run. Yeah, thank you very much. $10,000 per home run. Thank you. $2,000 per hit. Yeah, why did we not have these? This is new. Yeah, we didn't have those previously. Great. So that's an extra little bit of revenue per home run. We're going to get now $20,000 per home run and $2,000 per hit. Yeah, that's going to be huge for the budget. Thank you very much. And let's keep on going. All right, Shane Bieber on the mound, 4-2 win. Taking on the 1-9 San Francisco Giants. We lose 4-2. Johnny Crowley, let's keep him active. 15-2 win and then a 5-4 loss, of course. We're 6-6 against the A's. Here we go. We win 11-10 as we should. 7-0 win. Love that. 8-6 now. One prospect discovered, one prospect discovered, one prospect discovered. Okay, so we'll send this guy international and we'll call it. This guy is going to go look at infield in the Central. Or maybe just everyone outfield international and infield international. Let's go crazy like that. All right. What do I see here? Notification for that. That's not that. Okay, good. So keeping on with this series against the A's, 4-2 loss. Johnny Hoffman out over 6 months. Whoa. Torn something. Hold on a second. Johnny Hoffman. Is he a catcher? Where's Johnny Hoffman? Johnny Hoffman. No, it's Robbie Oliver. Starting pitcher down in Double-A. Wow, and he was looking good as well. Ouch. Man, Johnny Hoffman. Rest up, my friend. That is tough. All right, here against the Dodgers. 1-1 game. We win 5-1. Big 9th inning. Then a 1-0 loss after that, followed by a 3-2 win. All right, tight wins. This is what we're talking about with the lack of power in the lineup. These are tight wins here. 10-8. Here we go. Jonas Roosh, bruised foot, out for a day or two. Keep him active. Duarte out 1 to 2 weeks, but on the 15-day, 4-1 loss. Let's go to the lineup here. How are things looking so far in this lineup? So Richie Dietz will come in, absolutely. Brad Ridley is looking so-so. CJ Edwards batting .230 is not especially inspiring. And Colin Hughes, okay, 176. Pitching is okay. Shipman, 5.19 ERA. Charles is looking good. Lara, only 1 1/3 innings pitched. And Benito Perez, already 2 blown saves. Already 2 blown saves. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's give Donnie Dubois the chance now. Let's see what happens there. Continuing on, AAA, blah, 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 and we lose 6-5. All these one-run losses, 10-10 through 20 games. Okay, barely anyone's getting discovered. Okay, that's enough. Now we just scout prospects to the end. This guy's good at pitchers. So, show me pitchers. We pick at 26 and then again at 31. Why do we get a compensatory pick? Who do we let go of? Was it Mackenzie Gore? Or Edouard, or what? I don't know. But we pick at 26 and 31. That's good news for us. So let's look at Philip Mori from Japan. This guy's better at position players. So just give me all. And let's look around that spot. 26, no, it's a pitcher. 20, Leo Aguero. 75-99. Charles Romero. Okay, Charles. And finally another pitcher. 74 to 65.99, 75.99. Vince Rooney. Let's get them scouted. Let's try and get some big prospects with those first couple, and if we miss on the rest, then no problem. 4-1 win against Houston. Dodgers 4-3 win, 6-3 win, 11-5 win. This is what we want to see from this Expos team. Finally, 4 wins in a row. Dylan Cruz out 1 to 2 weeks. Let's put him on the 10-day as we lose 5-3. We're 14-11. So Dylan Cruz will come out of the lineup, and Kevin Guerrero will get his chance. Yep, big moment for Kevin Guerrero. And Shane Ward, who's on fire, I'll put him up here. And we'll see how that works for Ward and for Guerrero. Big chance for both those players. Great. Okay, and that is a 6-4 win. 15-11 is the record, 1 game back of the Marlins. Okay, we can deal with that. This guy, do you want to know more about these guys? Probably. Only another 23% scouted for the guy for Charles Romero. Rooney, almost fully scouted Vince Rooney. But I want these guys fully scouted because they could absolutely be the guys that we draft. Except for Philip Mori, though. Philip Mori, I wouldn't take him with a first pick. That's B potential, probably. Let's scout another pitcher instead. Who might be here? 65 to 99. Fletcher Wright. All right. Let's give him a scout. Miami. Let's go see the next game against Miami. 2-1 loss. Oof. So we win 6. Sorry. So loss, win, loss. We need another win here to even out here against Miami. I forgot with a new month means let's see what the stats were in the organization. Pedro Cora, tough month. Tough month for that guy too. Tough month. A good month for Johnny Rogers. Steven Glasser raked at first base. Good. Dexter Lopez is good. Jason Cora strong. Nice. What's he doing here? Steven Glass batting 350. Love it. Okay. Scouting. Nothing to do there. And now we want to see this game against the Marlins. Yes. Big game against the Marlins here. To even it out. 4-game series. We're now 1-2 so far in this 4-game series. These guys are getting tired? How come no one on the bench is playing more? I guess the outfielders don't have anybody really. But, okay, play ball. Here we go. Single didn't go anywhere. One run for us in the second. Only 1 run for Miami despite a lot of hits being given up. Parsons getting tired. He gives up 3 runs. 1 more mistake. Double. Goodbye. Lenny Parsons is coming out. And Trevor Rogers is going in against his old team. 1 run given up there. 2 runs for us. We're only down 5-3 now. 6th inning. We're down by 1. Let's go. 7th inning. 1 run. All right, it's a 5-5 game. We're back in it. Here we go, ground out. Walk, Pritchett pop-up, Isaac pop-up. Good. Top of the 8th inning, we're back in this game, 5-5 tie. Shane Ward singles, 2 for 4 on the day. Jonas Roosh pop-up. CJ Edwards fly out, and Harry Ford single. Runners on first and second for Colin Hook, who's batting 210. Do we bring in Christian Rivera, who's batting 250 and 16 at-bats? We need the defense, though, to be strong. Come on, Colin! Fly out. Trevor Rogers, I'm going to keep you in there, my man. Bernard ground out. Whitley strikeout. Nakamura. He walks. Runner on first. Pinch hitter, it said? Yeah, sorry, pinch hitter. Pick off. Pitch, ground out. Ooh, we make it to the 9th. 9th inning. Kevin Guerrero, 2 for 3 on the day. He strikes out. Elijah Green lines out. Richie Dietz line out. Ugh, we got to push it to extras. Trevor Rogers, you're tired. I'll give you 1 mistake. Fly out. Kasevich, single, all right. We go to Maddox Charles to see if we can give him a chance. His numbers are good. Here's our chance to get back in our good graces now, Maddox. That's why you're not the closer. 7-5 loss. 8-7 loss, 5-1 win, 7-1 win. There we go. Get back on the horse now. Charles, lower back pain. Yeah, put him on he's day-to-day, put him on the 15-day. I don't want to see him. Put him on the 15-day. 8-6 loss, sorry, then a 2-1 win. We're 18-15, 2 games back of the Marlins. Scouting. So we got Vince Rooney fully scouted. That's good. Charles Romero, we're still barely getting him scouted at all, but his league rank is too high. He won't be there. Fletcher Wright will keep scouting him, I suppose. This guy's better at position players. But who would still be there? Late 20s. Eldon Wimberly. Really low overall, but high potential, maybe. Who else is out here? Brad Cope. That's good. Cope. Perfect for what we want to do on that channel. Yeah, we got to scout him just for the name almost. But 17th by the league. Would he still be there? Maybe. And finally, back at pitchers, because this guy's good at pitchers. 78-97, Chris Rex. 44? Yeah, let's scout him out. Why not? Chris Rex. All right, Blue Jays 7-1 loss. Great. Dylan Cruz, place him on the bench. How has Guerrero been? Batting 162. Okay, Dylan Cruz comes back. Shane Ward down to 296. But let's change the order up. CJ Edwards is going to go down here. Let's bring up Shane Ward in the order. Harry Ford's been a machine. Maybe Ford can go second. He loves hitting those triples and everything. Let's put Harry Ford second in the lineup against righties at least. Rivera's batting 433. What? Who's he better against? Christian Rivera better against righties. So Rivera's going to come in against righties. And Colin Hook will sit against righties for now. Let's go crazy. And the pitching rotation, not especially inspiring. Valdez is dealing, but aside from that, and even Trevor Rogers amazing. Miller's looking okay. Lara hasn't pitched in a while. Let's go crazy. Miller into the setup. Perez to mid-relief. All right, keep on rolling. 4-3 loss. Aubrey out 2 to 3 months. Great. Our catching prospect, we wanted to play in AAA. 7-1 win. 4-3 win, 12-4 win. All right, 21-17, 1.5 games back of the Marlins. Scouting. Chris Rex, good. I like that a lot for Chris Rex. Our scouts love him. It'll be great to get Chris Rex on this in this organization. But this guy, what's with the 15% scouting? That's it? That's all you can tell me? There's only 14 weeks. I have to dedicate 5 or 6 of them to one guy. For 15%, it's not worth it. For 30% on Fletcher, I'll give him 1 more week. For 15% for the other guy, it's not worth it. Okay, let's start looking maybe into the 60s. You know, who would we get at the 60 range? Even later in the draft. Like, who are the unranked guys with the league? Who are the guys who have potential, who might have crazy potential? 65-99, Darren Carlberg, you know? 65-99, let's scout him. 15% scouted per week. How could that be? Forget it. I'm not going to waste my time. Is it because the scout has 51 efficiency? That must be it, because the 96 efficiency gets 100% in 1 week. Yeah, can I hire a new scout, like, right now? Where do I have to go? Staff contracts. Scouts, yeah. The guy with 55 efficiency, get out of here, man. Sorry, 51 efficiency. We have, let's see, this guy's making 80, so we can hire someone. Let me get the calculator out for a sec. The budget is 28,400, and firing him would free up 83,300. 83,300. We can hire someone who's 111.7 or less. So anybody but Peter Ortiz. Efficiency, it's got high efficiency. 96 efficiency and good at position players, good. Lewis Klein, replacing David Spencer. There we go. That's what we like to see. Now we go to scouting. Now give me this guy. They both have 96 efficiency, but this guy's better position player, so he'll scout the third baseman, whoever it might be. Let's see, like later. Let's go later on. Who's a 99 later? We said Edward Zito even? Will Green, center fielder Will Green. Okay, why not? 50% scouted per week, good. That's the type of guy that I want to use my time on. Then back to pitchers. Has late potential. 85-99, Maurice Frazier. Woo. Let's scout him. Okay, great. 5-2 win. 3-2 loss. 7-4 win. 8-4 loss. Johnny Rogers out again. Keep him active. Bird, keep him active. 14-1 win. Let's see. Place Maddox Charles on the bench now. Charles. Go back to mid-relief. And we'll see what happens. I don't know. Miller, you got to impress, buddy. Shipman's number is getting better. Good. That was a 14-1 win, 3-2 loss. We're 24-20. A half game back of the Marlins in this weaker NL East, it seems like. Fletcher Wright, 72-88. Waste. Will Green, 68-92. This guy, Maurice Frazier. We need this guy. Oh my goodness, we need this guy. Oh, but he's 23, that's why. It's not a problem, but it's just that's why it's so high. We would sign, he would play out of the draft. Wow, 90-95 potential. All right, Maurice Frazier, will keep you in mind, absolutely. Will Green, do we keep scouting him? I suppose. This guy's better at pitchers again. Even the closing pitchers. We look at closing pitchers later on. Like unranked with 97 potential, 94 potential. Justin Starnes. 65-99. Felipe Salgado. 30% scouted. That'll tell us enough to know if we even want to think about it, though. And back to starting pitchers. Justin Flutie, sorry. No, I want someone ranked 100 plus. 75, there we go. Sean Self. There you go. Selfless guy. 4-1 win, 2-1 loss, 3-1 win. And then Pedro Cora, keep him active. 3-2 loss, 26-22. 2 steps forward, 1 step back with this team, it's seeming like. Harry Ford's cold now, of course he is. Cruz is hot, that's good. But where are the home, where are the home runs in this lineup? Where's Vlad? Why is Vlad not playing? Is it because Roos was injured and he came back or something? Oh, because Richie Dietz has been staying there, yeah. Roos is batting 302, Dietz is batting 278. Hard to excuse these guys coming out of the lineup. Cruz 299, Green 308. Edwards now, he's hot at 281. Rivera's batting 313. But Guerrero's got to play at DH, I think. Roosh comes there. Dietz would move out. And Rivera keeps playing against righties. As Hook's now batting 192. Yeah. I could see us making a move to try and bolster this team, though. Let's put Roosh here, actually. Before it's cold, so we'll move him back down a little bit. Cruz comes back in here. At center. Yeah, center field against lefties. We'll put him back in. Swap him back with there. Swap him with here. Put him here. Okay. Against lefties, Vlad is out. But he's even better for contact against lefties. Not as good for power. But maybe Roosh has to stay here. The defense numbers in these two guys. Yeah, against lefties, we'll keep it like this. Since Guerrero's more of a power guy and his power is better against righties. Let's do that for the lineup against lefties and righties. A few changes there. We lose 4-2. And then a 9-0 win. Okay, at least there's that. Okay. Scouting. Okay, we got this guy 72-87 fully scouted. 66-96 is even worth our time. 80-94. Yeah, Sean Self, I like that. Is it even worth our time? I'll continue to scout this closing pitcher. I think so. This guy, position players. Let's go back. Who's in the hundreds? Who's in the hundreds? With some potential. 64-98. Hoyt Scott. Okay. And back to the 100 pluses. Did I see here? 65-99. Billy Talbot. Relief pitcher, 99 here. I thought, yeah, here. Henry Zamora, yeah, 65-99. I want guys who are 100 plus though. Looking 100 plus. 94. Martin Montano. Catcher. We have a lot of catchers, don't we, in our system, if I remember correctly? Who had the 81 potential here? Brian Stroud, relief pitcher, 23. There's a 99 I just saw. 75. Okay, Damon Cleary. Yeah, we'll definitely scout him. Okay. 7-6 win. 4-3 loss. 8-2 win. 3-2 loss. We're at 29-25. Now sitting atop the NL East. Okay. Michael McGill struggled in May. Donnie Swan tore it up in May. Alex Yoshida raked in May. George Foley looked very good too. Elmo McGaffick. There we go, Elmo. That's what we like to see. Get out there, Elmo. Lineup's doing okay, just not a lot of power. Is there anybody with double-digit home runs? No, nobody with double-digit home runs yet. Yeah, not a ton of power. And the bench hasn't been great. For the most part. Colin Hook's struggling, man. Meanwhile, Rivera batting 288 and 104 at-bats. Almost as many at-bats. Guerrero, 185. Montoya, really good power. Juan Montoya. And the pitchers are, yeah, the pitchers are looking good. Oliver Shipman especially hot now. Minoso's doing well. At an 82 overall. Cool. Donnie Dubois, 9 saves, 1 blown. Miller, 1 save, 3 blown. Perez, 5 saves, 3 blown. Charles, 5 holds. Okay. 9-2 loss, 4-2 win. Brad Ridley strained bicep out for a few days. Keep him active. 8-3 loss. So with Ridley out, Colin Hook will play second, I suppose. This is Colin Hook's chance to get back in the lineup. Batting 186. This is your chance to get back in the lineup, Colin Hook. 80-94. 74-96 is unranked closing pitcher. Draft this guy, yeah, we started scouting him, and now our scouts really like him. Sure, Tigers game, you got it. Let's do it, Mighty Joe. Mighty Joe wants to see a Tigers game for Joe Mighty. Let's do it. So Salgado has really risen our ranks now. The scouts, we took a chance on an unranked guy, and the scouts love him. I'm going to keep scouting Hoyt Scott 2, yeah, at 18. And Cleary, I know enough to say I'm interested. Let's find another unranked guy. Another one of those closing pitchers. Anyone else ranked? 65.99. Edgar Quiros, or is it Quiros? 60 to 94. 65.99. Yeah, let's go with Edgar. Edgar. Okay. Tigers. They're coming up. Yeah, there you go. Hopefully one game against Joe Mighty. 4-3 loss. Brad Ridley no longer injured. Place him on the bench. Let's go one game without him. 6-1 win. Okay. I'm trying to give Colin Hook a chance. And he's cold. In his chance, he's cold. So, goodbye. Where are you? Brad Ridley. Dylan Cruz is hot now. Good. 10 home runs now for Dylan Cruz. Wake up. He's 49 by MLB, though. Who's that? I don't even remember who I was talking about. My brain was not with me there. Who is 49? Oh, the closing pitcher you scouted. No, it said he was unranked. Oh, the guy that I scouted? Oh, I see it. Okay, well, yeah. True. Sorry, I hadn't noticed that. 15-4 win, nice. 4-3 win, 7-0 win, then 8-3 loss. All right, there's a little 4-game win streak. We haven't had a lot of those. By us? No, it said it was NR. Or was it NR by the league, and I was looking at the wrong one. I'm sure you're right. 6-5 win, nice. Let me see here. Okay, unranked by us, 49th by the league. Okay, I was looking only at his potential and our ranking of him. True. Sorry. That was kind of a bit of a waste, I think, there. Yeah, I'm going to stop scouting him. Good call. Good, 100% scouted. Hoyt Scott, 76-91. And 80-96 on Salgado. We love Salgado. Our scouts have him ranked second. Felipe Salgado. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's find some more gems like that. Any other closing pitchers? Unranked by the league this time. Unranked by the league. 56-90, sorry. 60-94, 75-94. I care a bit more about that, but there's an age difference here. Let's do both of them. Justin Starnes and... where'd he go? Danny Starr. Justin Starnes and Danny Starr. Harry Gilchrist. 31-65 overall. Nah. How about relief pitchers now? Unranked by the league and high potentials. Anyone? 182, 73, 89. No. All right, back to normal. Starting pitchers. 65-99. Antonio Valencia, 18 years old. Let's scout him. Looking for gems in this draft. 10-4 loss. Awesome. Sorry, Kenny Kells, 10-day IL. That was Bartolo Chacon. Joe Mighty's in this next one. Good. 2-0 win. Johnny Hoffman. Okay, so 4-1 loss, 2-0 win. Now here we are up against former Expo Joe Mighty, one of our created players, or renamed players, I should say. Lenny Parsons on the mound in Detroit for this game. We're 2 games up on the Braves. Lenny Parsons on the mound at Comerica Park. Lenny Parsons, he's been cold, so big chance for him here. Kevin Guerrero hasn't been starting recently. Might be good for Luis Montoya to play. Yeah, we'll think about it later on. Okay, first inning. Tigers got a run there. Third inning, fourth inning. Yeah, of course. Now Joe Mighty's going to be dealing with this almost 5 ERA. We get only 2 hits through 4 innings now. Double. I spoke too soon. Thank you. Colin Hoop ground out. Elijah Green. Oh, single, and Ford is thrown out at home. Dietz singles. Runners on the corners for Brad Ridley, who walks to load the bases. Dylan Cruz with the bases loaded and Joe Mighty tired. There we go. It's an RBI single. Sorry, 2 RBI single for Dylan Cruz. Runners on first and second. Is Joe Mighty going to stay? Fielder's choice. All right, big 2-run inning there. Enriquez pop-up. McGonigal pop-up. Morgan strikeout. Joe Mighty getting pulled there now, of course. Ground out, hit by pitch, fly out. Strikeout, ground out. Single for Elijah Green, 3 for 4 on the day. Dietz fly out, Ridley fly out, Cruz single. Runs on first and second for Jonas Roosh. There you go. 1 run scored, but the other one thrown out at home. Yeah, good game to go in for. So doubles from Jonas Roosh as 1 run is scored, but Dylan Cruz is thrown out at home plate. All right. Bottom of the 7th, Lenny Parsons is looking good. Fly out, strikeout. Top of the 8th, CJ Edwards. Here we go. 0 for 2 on the day. Walk, okay? Let's go crazy and steal second. Stolen base for CJ Edwards. Shane Ward, there you go. RBI double for Shane Ward. Harry Ford flies out. Colin Hook 0 for 3 on the day. Let's bring in... Montoya can play the shortstop? No, eh? Let's try it anyways. Luis Montoya. I'm going to give him a couple of at-bats, or at least one at-bat. With a runner on second. Woo! RBI double from the pinch hit rookie, Luis Montoya. Elijah Green, now he's 3 for 4. And he hits a sac bunt to bring Montoya over to third. Richie Dietz grounds out. Bottom of the 8th with a 4-run lead. Pop-up, strikeout, ground out. 3 hits given up through 8 innings from Lenny Parsons, who is on a tear. Ridley 0 for 3 on the day. Do we bring in Guerrero now? He's an outfielder. Are we going to get the... Okay, we'll bring him in for Roosh. So Ridley strikeout, Cruz strikeout, awesome. And now Kevin Guerrero. Here you go, big chance Guerrero. He singles! There you go, the rookie pinch hitters are coming in. And CJ fly out. All right, bottom of the 9th, Lenny Parsons, finish it off, baby. Fly out, ground out, ground out. Wow, Lenny Parsons, complete game, giving up 3 hits and 1 run over 9 innings with 9 strikeouts through 9. Wow. What a game from Lenny Parsons as Joe Mighty sadly takes the L in that one. Mighty had a good start. Could I see his stats for the game before we leave? Sure. We can go. That's the beauty of MLB The Show. Go back and look at the box score. Let's see. Joe Mighty, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, giving up 2 earned runs and 3 walks with 1 strikeout over 5 innings there. Do you want to see the season stats or just those stats, were you saying? Big series here against the Marlins. They've fallen off quite a bit. They're 33 and 35, but still only 4 games back of us. It's a tight NL East here. What's up in trades? Trade block. Jason Dominguez now in the trade block. Thank you. 90 overall center fielder. Batting 225. And Ethan Salas batting 324 on the block from Seattle, from St. Louis. 1K is ugly. No, just this game. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Mighty Joe. CJ Edwards on the trade block, too. All right, here we go. Marlins 5-3 win, 9-6 loss. We'll go see this game after we do the scouting. So this guy could be interesting. Justin Starnes. Danny Starr, 64 to 88. Not as worth my time. Valencia will keep scouting. Position player. Let's go back to where we're picking. League rank. Juan Sanchez. Juan Sanchez. Interesting. Let's scout him. Worst case, we say forget it, but the draft is still... We still have time to the draft. Oh, I wanted to go see that game. I'm sorry. 5-4 loss. Great. 5-3 win. The Mets want to offer us a trade. Let's see it. The Mets want to give us Timmy Gillespie, 25D69 for Carey Michaels, 21C71. Va donc coucher. Go to bed. Then a 3-2 win. Yoshida's out 1 to 2 weeks, sadly. Kelsey out 4 to 5 weeks. Keep him on there. So win. 4-game win streak. We've done that. That's the second or third 4-game win streak this year. Make it a 5-game streak because we beat the Rockies twice in Colorado. 5 games in a row now. We're 43 and 33. 3 games up on the Marlins, who have bounced back as well. 81 to 91. Still unranked by our scouts, though, is Justin Starnes. Now Antonio Valencia, now ranked 99th by our scouts. Okay, he was previously unranked. And Juan Sanchez, no. Not interested, but I'm glad I did that. Next up, we're looking around where we're drafting. William Park. Sure, let's do William Park. William Park. Who else? Dave Conroy, no. Carlos Nunez. Why the overall so low? 39. Why the 39? Richard Yang. 74 to 98. That's more tempting, actually. And yeah, this guy's unranked. Felipe Salgado, of course, we know that. Willard Keene, this guy's a slam dunk at first overall. Whew. Who else might be there? Carlos Nunez, we saw. Vince Rooney, we saw. George Ritchie, no. Rico Hinojosa. Second base, we're pretty full, though. Rob Scholes. 65 to 99. Sure. Let's do that. 20 days left to the draft. 2-1 loss. 4-2 win. 2-1 loss broke the win streak. 4-2 win against San Diego, then a 6-1 win and a 6-2 win to sweep the series. Sorry, in Tampa Bay to close off the month. 11-2 loss. Woo. Perfect, no problem, Joe. Mighty Joe. Tough month for George Cabrera. Pedro Cora was hot in June. Abar raked in June. Sanchez, good month. Good. Valdez getting cold. Ridley getting cold. Yeah. Ridley's been cold. Cruz 307. Vlad 255. He's cold too. Down to a 76 overall. Ooh. Yeah. It's probably time to move out Vlad Guerrero from the DH spot permanently. And probably bring in Richie Dietz. Or to bring in another power guy instead. A pure power DH. Look at the pitchers. JRJ, Lenny Parsons, and Shane Bieber, all hot. Can you remind me of how many creative players I have? I think it's 3. In who won the last raffle? I'm not sure. I'd have to go look at the list. I'm sorry. You could probably look at... There's a message in the Discord server that says it somewhere, Mighty Joe. Do we bring in a power first... a power DH, I wonder. Let's bring Ward up there. Christian Rivera is looking really good. I'm very impressed by him. Let's move Ridley down. Not too far down, but... Yeah, I believe it is general. Keep Ridley here. Yeah. DH here is Jonas Rusch already. Yeah. Colin Hook, how you doing? Batting 190, of course. After 2 years of 294, he's batting 190 this year. I wonder if Rusch has better contact against righties. That's why. Yeah. Okay, we'll swap Ridley and Ward there as well. Do we move away from Vlad before he drops even more? I think that's probably the move. Vlad and a prospect for a good DH. Let's look at the trade blocks. Not too much money, but Darren Pritchett. No, actually, no. Let's look at the player search. Sort by some power here. I can't sort by a bat. No. Well, sorting by power will do that automatically. I want a DH who's making less than what if we trade out Vlad? Well, we'd probably say big money. Actually, forget that check mark then. I want minimum overall of, I don't know, 82. But definitely I want power to be at least 75 for both, let's say. Who comes up? Not too many players. Anthony Volpe, Floyd Hammond, Riley Green, Jordan Walker, Spencer Torkelson, Darren Pritchett, who is on the block, right? Did I see that right? And Luis Robert Jr. at the age of 36. Crazy money. Yeah, so I will put the salary thing, but like for $25 million. Take out a few of those crazy names. So Floyd Hammond. Riley Green's the first year of a new contract. I doubt the Marlins are going to trade with us as rivals. The Marlins, so minus Pritchett and Walker. Sorry, Pritchett and Green. Can I take away teams? AL only or whatever? NL only, all that? I don't think I can do that, right? No, I could. But... So Hammond... So the Braves are also rivals of ours. So rivals. So give me AL only. It's Spencer Torkelson, who signed on to a tough contract, honestly. 18 home runs on the year so far, though. What if we sort by the league leaders of home runs? You know? Pritchett's leading the league in home runs. Wow. De La Cruz, really? Nick Pratto. Expiring contract, Nick Pratto. Eduardo Montoya. Let's look only at the AL, maybe. Let's look only at the AL. Tristan Casas, legend. Front-loaded contract, so it would be cheaper for him next season. Tristan Casas, I wonder, 20 home runs. Really against righties. He would be a DH against righties, Tristan Casas would. We could bring in Tristan Casas to be a DH against righties. That's potential. Russell Yang. arbitration and all that. 95 overall, 8 potential, 24. Yeah, it's way too much trade value, sadly. Matt Shaw, 94 overall, wouldn't happen. Spencer Torkelson's another one. Jack Suwinski. And what's Cassis? He's 85 at 34. An older guy makes a lot of sense. Jack Suwinski on the Rays, expiring UFA. I could see the Rays. Clark Elliott. Not consistent enough. Not consistent enough. I want consistent home run guys. Kyle Manzardo. We had him for 1.5 years, and we liked his power that he provided. Kyle Manzardo could be interesting. Expiring contract there, too. So let's think maybe Manzardo or Cassis. Orioles and Twins. Where are they in the standings? Orioles and Twins. Orioles are 43 and 40. Twins are 42 and 41. Both could work for a prospect and Vlad going back. Now, if we look at the trade itself, if I'm giving you Vladdy Jr., unless we don't trade him because it's too crazy to do that, we let him and we trade him in the offseason, but I don't know. It's hard not to. If we need money to come in, right? My favorite Survivor season? Oh, boy. That's tough. Hold on. I gotta answer that question, though. I will tell you in a second. It is... I think it's Cagayan. Is that what it was? Let me look it up. Yeah, you know what? I think it is. That was Survivor, what? 28? Yeah, Survivor 28. It's probably my favorite season. Or 28 or even Winners at War. I like the Winners at War. Survivor 40 I like too. I'd have to think about it a bit more deeper than that. A bit more deeply. I'd have to think about it. But just what come to mind right away. No problem, Hobbsy. We're doing well at the deadline. Not the deadline. We're doing well here. 46 and 35 on July 1st. And we're thinking about bringing in a better power DH. But that would mean probably trading out Vlad Guerrero Jr. And it would be hard to do that. But in the same time, it's not NHL here with trade clauses and all that, where we have to try and create realism. The fact is, he's tradable. But it would also be, I don't know, sad. So if we were the Orioles and say we were thinking about Kyle Manzardo, no, Tristan Cassis, sorry, we'd have to trade them something back in a prospect, absolutely. Makes sense. So just to see for fun, I'll give you like a top, like even Minoso, okay, I'll get it done for sure. Tony. Rivera would just get it done, but he's been really good. I don't really want to trade him. We could trade a top prospect in Danny Akar, but not good in AAA, but up to an 81 overall. That's good news. Rich Keane. We could trade an 80 overall B potential closing pitcher. Really good numbers in AAA. Stephen Glass is raking, as they say. Elmo McGaffick. Michael McGill, Mike Mendez. Tom Lee, batting .266. Duarte. Tobias Gooch. A-Bar. They would do it for A-Bar, who's batting .285 down in AAA. A potential, 24. I mean, we do have Stephen Glass in the system, so A-Bar is probably excess at 24. And Orlando Harper's A potential. Yeah. Guerrero and A-Bar for Cassis. That would work. Now, the other option is, the Twins we said, right? Manzardo from the Twins. It wouldn't work for them budgetarily. So, no, so it would have to be, unless we go back to the drawing board, it's Tristan Cassis. So, my question to all of you, do we do Tristan Cassis, Or do we go back to the drawing board and look for a different option? Vlad Guerrero Jr. and Alonso Abar. Their first baseman of the future in Abar for Tristan Casas. Do we like this, or do we look at other options first? We already looked at the top. Well, we haven't looked at any options yet. We've looked at a lot of options. Do we look at more options, or do we say, no, we're content with this trade, let's pull the trigger? Casas would sit versus lefty. Exactly. So that's a positive that we get more at-bats for the other guys, but a negative that it wouldn't be as much power all the time. Vlad signed on for 1 more year. He would sit against lefties, yes. But when he is playing, he'd bring a lot of power to the lineup. Is it worth it to get him just against righties? Or is it not worth it? It's a tough call. Casas, yeah, 1 year as well. So essentially 14.6 versus, we'd be saving almost 12. We'd be saving like 11.4 million next season. This season, yeah, but especially next season. When he's making less. Abar and Guerrero is the package, but is Casas the return? Mighty Joe says do it. I'm curious to see other league leaders, though. I do think we're going to do it, though. Who else did we see? Mingo Ornelas? Who's this? Gunnar Henderson, making $50 million next year, yeah. Would have been nicer if Casas was 2 years. James Wood, former Expo, batting .225, though. Who's consistent, you know? Jeremy De La Rosa, former Expo. Maurice Dalton, no. George Lombard Jr. Who are these guys? Hey, I'm getting a phone call. But I've gotten so many scam calls recently. No. Reject. It says that it called me yesterday, so it must be a scam call. Let me see this. So many scam calls, it's incredible. I spoke for 50 seconds 2 weeks ago with this number that called me. I have no clue. Anyways, George Lombard Jr. Okay, now Matt Wallner, of course we know how he is, but he's not the type of guy that we'd bring back. He's good, but he's going to continue to regress, and he's a free agent, so it wouldn't make sense. We love us some Matt Wallner, though. Wallner and Guerrero would be reunited in Baltimore. Yeah, we could look at the sellers from the NL, too, if we have to. Lorenzo Zapata is interesting. All right, so let's go to the NL. But we got to be careful of who it would be with. Essentially, we're going to stay away from the Marlins, the Phillies, the Braves, and the Mets especially. Marlins, or just Marlins, Phillies, Braves. No Marlins, Phillies, or Braves. No Marlins, Phillies, or Braves. From the Cardinals, Nick Pratto. That could be an option for us. Another first baseman. Eduardo Montoya. Much higher value, though, sadly, and a lot more money. Kobe Mayo, no Reds. Drew Gilbert from the Pirates. 20 home runs already. At 33. That's a good contract. Playing in center field. And good defense. Whoa. But he would if we got Drew Gilbert, he would come in as an everyday outfielder and provide power, but also push Jonas Rusch or Richie Dietz to the DH role. Drew Gilbert. Krylov. Ooh, we were thinking about Krylov. Yeah, Doggy wanted to go after Krylov. But Krylov would be an expiring free agent, while Gilbert would be signed on for next year at just $7.9 million. And even Nick Pratto, he'd be a free agent too. In my mind, it's between Prado, Gilbert, and Krylov right now. Anybody else? Andrew Vaughn, maybe. Ryan Mountcastle, maybe. Yeah, who stands out to us? Probably between Prado. Is it Prado or Prado? Prado, Gilbert, and Krylov. Krylov is a good storyline guy. But Gilbert might make the most sense for joining this team in the outfield, especially. Let's see who would be even interested in that package. So Cardinals, Pirates, and Diamondbacks. Cardinals, Pirates, and Diamondbacks. Cardinals, Pirates, and Diamondbacks. Cardinals, Pirates, and... Pirates would need a bit more. Cardinals... can't do it at all. So it's between the Pirates and the Diamondbacks. And so it's the Pirates then. They can't do it budgetarily, so it has to be Drew Gilbert. We give them a little bit more. Maybe even an outfielder. That makes sense. Like if we bring in an outfielder, even Yoshida needs to be here next year. Oh boy. Do we have to trade them one of our outfielders? Guerrero's already there. Man, like I don't know what to do here for the outfield. It's so crowded. Do we trade them Richie Dietz or Jonas Roosh? Or do we just move one to the bench and we say, hey, we have a stronger bench? Probably the stronger bench idea. $19D49, Arlo Dunbar. Batting .254 in Double-A. Okay, they want good prospects, so there you go. What do you want? James Good. No, James Good. Dunbar's probably better, which is why we should give him Dunbar. So here's the trade. Vlad Guerrero Jr., Alonso Abar, and Arlo Dunbar, the two bars, for Drew Gilbert. 33-year-old, 89 overall, center fielder with very good defense. That helps us out defensively. He has 20 home runs on the year. He hasn't been always a big home run guy, but he has 20 home runs on the year. He has solid power, good batting numbers. If only he was a bit... 72 speed, not better on... No, the stealing's not great, but 72 speed in the outfield is good. From Minnesota. Do we have the green light on this, everybody? Or do we go back to Cassis? Do we have the green light on this? Vlad Guerrero Jr., who we signed in free agency to come home to Montreal, replacing his father, Vladimir Guerrero Sr., and doing what he couldn't by winning the Expos a World Series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. His 9th season. Now in his 9th season with the Expos. We played 11 seasons in Montreal. 9 seasons. Parts of 9 seasons with Vlad Guerrero Jr. as a part of it. And what about just awards? Guerrero Jr. 1, 2, 3 Silver Sluggers. 1 NL MVP. 1 postseason MVP. As an Expo. Sad to move on from him, but I think this makes a lot of sense, sadly, for what we need as an organization. We thank him. We put his number up when he retires. We do whatever we got to do to respect him. But he got his 2 rings. He's getting old. He's not just 35 and regressing. He's 35 and he's a 76 overall, making $26 million. So for the Pirates to even be interested in that, we give them their first baseman of the future. As they have no one in their system. Yeah, that's why it's so interesting to them to get Abar as the big piece. And Gilbert, who they seem to... he's an older piece. Maybe he's not a part of their plan. We do that. All right. Thank you for your service, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. We love you. We love you. We love you. All right, make this deal with the Pirates. Thank you, Pittsburgh. And welcome Drew Gilbert to the organization. That one really hurts to do. We love you, Vladdy. A pillar of this Expos organization. But I think it's a move that had to be made. As Richie Dietz will move out. Sorry, so Drew Gilbert will play center field. No, let's play him in right. Green is there. Who's the worst on defense of everybody? I guess Cruz is getting more tired. So Cruz is going to go in left field now. No, it's Roosh is there. Left field will be Gilbert, or should we put him in the center because he's faster? Yeah, we should. We'll build him a statue when he retires. We will. We will, in front of Stade Olympique, devant le Stade Olympique. We'll put Gilbert right away into the 5? The 5 spot right there? What do you think about that? The 5 spot, I suppose? Drew Gilbert, a legend. So Roosh against lefties, 79. Dietz 70. So Dietz comes out again here. Swap here. Gilbert here. Swap into center field. Swap him to left, and there you go. Stronger defense. I wonder what the defense rating is. So Green, Roosh, Ward. Green, Roosh, Ward. Cruz, Gilbert, Ford. Cruz, Gilbert. Yeah, Ford's hot now, so let's put him there. And Hoop batting 190 at the bottom. Okay. There's the order. Now, I wonder what the depth chart tells us now. All right, so now we're 17th in defense and 20th in power, while still first in pitching, first in contact, and now moving up from 8th in speed, right, to 5th in speed. All right, so I like that move. I think it's the right thing for the organization. What's the word I'm looking for? We lose a very good first base prospect, but I think it's what made sense for the team. Let's make some changes here. We got to promote some players. Only single A players. We need some bats. Now, if I advance a day now, let's play this game against Tampa Bay. Let's see Gilbert's debut. I wonder what the AAA and AA lineups will say. We probably need to sign some free agents or something. Tropicana Field. Joe Ryan Jr. on the mound. Here we go. Green, leadoff triple. Thank you. Bring him home, please. Ground out. Strikeout. Strikeout. What a joke. I should have just done sac fly. Strikeout, single, fielder's choice, Brady House, former Expo. Strikeout. Drew Gilbert, first at-bat as an Expo, and he flies out. Let's fly through. Now, W, look at that. 4 runs scored. Woo! After I hit simulate. 1 run for the Rays. JRJ still in there. Let's keep up. 7th inning, solo home run. Keep it up, JRJ. Come on. Ground out. Pop up, strikeout. He gets back. He bounces back. 8th inning now. Gilbert singles. There you go. First hit as an Expo. Ford singles. Runners on first and second for Ridley. RBI single from Ridley. Single, single, single. Fly out, fly out. Single. 2 runs scored. Now runners on the corners for Jonas Roosh. Pitching change, and it's a fly out. 6-2. JRJ can come out now. Let's try Dubois. Dubois with a 4-run lead. Fly out, strikeout, pop up. Ward, he's 2 for 4. Strikeout. Cruz is 0 for 4 on the day. Let's bring in Guerrero. Strikes out, and Gilbert flies out. Donnie Dubois to close it out. Strikeout, strikeout, and I'm not sure what, but we get out of it. There you go. Is that even a save? Elijah Green, player of the game. No save registered. That's true. And we'll take the first win of Guerrero's Expos career. Yeah, AAA, auto fix. Yoshida, auto utilize. There you go. So now, down in AAA, AA. Yeah, they have 1 guy on the bench in AAA, and 3 guys on the bench in AA. So, we have to dive into free agency. Anyone who's like young-ish. 19 overall. Bobby Cleary, 19 overall. Huh? Okay, just any bat. Any bat here. It could even be a veteran. We could throw some veterans in the system. Just let them play a little baseball. Play a little ball, why not? No one who's younger than like 32. Brian Acuna. Sure. You want 5? What? 5 years, 13 million. Who do you think you are? These guys are all going to want big contracts, eh? I have to waste my money. No, ownership won't want that. No, just more at-bats coming your way then, rookies, I suppose. Let's find someone way down here. Matt Olson wants 1.1 million. What a joke. Forget it then. I'll call up 1 bat from AA to go to AAA. So I suppose I can call up... Only 1 catcher there too. What a joke. Honus Rosa, sorry. Tom Lee. Alex Ushi. They all got to play there. Michaels, Tapia. Actually, there's 2 bats. There's 2 bats and there's 3 bats. Fine. We won't touch anything. All right. Oh, no! I forgot this is scouting! Oh, no. I forgot to set the scouting. I'm sorry. 10-3 win, 6-4 win, 7-6 win. All right, so we win 4 in a row since we get Guerrero. Or not Guerrero. We get Gilbert. 8-2 loss, 3-0 win, 12-9 loss, 14-7 win. This one over dare to activate. Why not? Good. 14-7 win, 52-37. So we scouted these guys twice. Didn't need to do that, but got them fully scouted. William Park. Taking a long time to tell us about yourself, William Park. This is the last. Yeah, this is the last scouting assignment now. The last. Let's look somewhere in the the 130s, 140s. Let's really go deep here. Manny Diaz, 63.97. No, 70-94. 71.95. Julio Sanchez, 71.94. 65.99. No, 81.95. He's 23. Sean Self, we already saw. 60.94. 79.23. These guys are 23 years old. That's why. 80.94. McCleary, we already saw him. 65.99. Will Pair. Crazy low overall, though, it could be. Felix Ramirez and D'Angelo Guerrero. D'Angelo, Jeremetrius, Vickers. Let's go back here. We went too deep. Let's go back and be less picky. 71.95, Julio Sanchez, but a relief pitcher. I don't know if I'm really interested. 61.95, no, relief pitcher. Darren Kahlberg, 65-99. Okay, let's do him. And one more. $75.99. Napoleon Gold. Yep. Napoleon Gold. That's incredible. All right, here we go. 5-4 win, 7-2 win. Love that. We're at 54-37, 6.5 games up on the Marlins. 4-2 win against the Mets. 5-1 loss. Auto. 5-2 win. Strong month. Last 3-4 weeks here. Milwaukee's 5-4 loss. Australia future game. 12-2 loss. Great. And now it's time for the draft. So guys who we've scouted, let's start adding them to the queue. Just putting everybody who we've scouted in the queue pretty much. Just so I can see when they get taken. Unless they're really poverty. But no, should be okay. Alright, let's go to the draft. The A's with their first pick need to take that first-ranked guy. Take the slam dunk, please, and they don't. Miguel Castro. Looks good, but ranked 4th by the league, 6th by our scouts. The guy ranked 1st needs to go in the top 3 here. Come on. Big opportunity here for the Angels, and they do not take him again. Rico, 40th ranked, goes 2nd. I appreciate the volatility and the randomness of it all. That's a little too crazy. Kyle Moore, ranked 5th, goes 3rd. Wow, when's that first-ranked guy going to go? Sim to our pick. Where did he go? The guy ranked 3rd goes 4th. Well, what is this? Bo Callahan? Bo Callahan? Hold on. Willard Keene is... Oh, he's a closing pitcher. That's why. The closing pitchers always drop. Do we take him just because we have to, even though we know nothing about him? These numbers are too crazy to resist, I think. Willard Keene. I know, okay, closing pitcher, blah, 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 but this is like the closing pitcher to take. Ranked 1st by the league and 1st by our scouts with 10% scouted. Willard Keene from California. Does it tell us his pitches? No, he's a lefty, 6'4". I think I got to do it. That's a crazy opportunity here. Willard Keene, bienvenue à l'équipe, mon ami. Welcome to Montreal. That's crazy. Bo Callahan. Now at pick 31, we don't have to wait too long. I only did that because we have pick 31. That's the only reason I did it. Now at pick 31, I'm going to wait on Salgado, especially that we just took a closing pitcher. We can wait on him a little bit more. Guys that we scouted, like 80. This guy probably, Chris Rex is probably next year. 84-94 potential. And we pick again at 60. So 81, yeah. 84-94 is the guy next. Chris Rex from Venezuela. Rex the dinosaur. Welcome to the team, buddy. Chris Rex, bienvenue à l'équipe. Welcome to Montreal. That was prospect promotion incentive. Oh, because we lost. I remember. Yeah. That prospect who didn't sign with us last draft. Thank you. We get Chris Rex now. Great. All right, to our next pick. Some of our prospects that we had pinned go. Vince Rooney we had pinned. Yeah, 81-93. So instead of 81-93, we get the 84-94. Too bad, but we can only take one of them. Some of those closing. Steve Conrad goes there. Who else do we have pinned? Fletcher Wright we had pinned, I think. And yeah, a lot of our guys are still here. That's great. So here at pick 60, yeah? At pick 60, do we take the center fielder who's 77-92, the shortstop who's 76-91, the center fielder who's 80-94. 2 years older is Napoleon Gold. Rob Schultz is ranked 10th by our scouts. Whoo! 77-92. Napoleon Gold 80-94, but 2 years older. And ranked 70 spots later by our scouts, 15% away from being fully scouted. Crazy speed from Schultz in center field. Contact could be good. Napoleon, oh, he's fast too, though. From Alabama. Tough call. Looking at team rank, who else is out here? Hoyt Scott, yeah. And just all prospects. Yeah. Tough call. Trust the scouts, says Cheating Heel. Mark says take Gold Boy. I'm inclined to trust the scouts. Gold being 2 years older and potentially this, like his overall. Look at his overall. Schultz is 18 and 50-65. Gold is 2 years older and 46-60. So potentially 4 less of a floor and 5 less of a ceiling. I think Schultz is the better piece. I like Gold more for the name. I love the name. But I think Rob Schultz is the move. Only 26% interest is scary, though, so we have to really put a lot of interest into him, hopefully, ASAP. Rob Schultz. All right, next pick now. We have only a minute, so I can't look at who was taken. Now, at pick 101, we can still wait on Salgado, especially that we took the closing pitcher already. Antonio Valencia, unranked and ranked 99th by our scouts, 79-94. 90-95 is... Now's the time to take Maurice Frazier, probably, the 90-95 23-year-old. Unless we want Sean Self. 3 years younger, but... and Maurice Frazier is a slam dunk. We got to take Maurice. I know he's 23, but that's just too crazy to pass up on. Still 3 guys left. Awesome, at 131 now. Also, did what's his name go? The closing pitcher? Salgado goes at 106 to the Angels. Too bad. But we got the closing pitcher already, so as much as we were excited about him being ranked second by our scouts, the guy ranked first is the one we got. Antonio Valencia. If you look at, sorry, all scouted. It's just Valencia, Self, and Cleary. Here at pick 131. Tough call. All starting pitchers. No, 2 starting pitchers. Self and Valencia. Yeesh. Or do I take the left fielder? Trust the scouts, probably. No, I'm gonna go with Self. Actually, the per nines on Self interest me more. And Valencia's still there. Awesome. Boom, easy call right there. And our last pick at 191 now. Looking at all players, we'll throw a dart on somebody. 93 potential. Dustin McGuinness, 59-93. Throw a dart on him. All right, there's a draft, ladies and gentlemen. I like the high-end guys that we got, and we'll see what we can do to re-sign them, which is always a mess. 8-2 loss. Home Run Derby. We have someone in the Home Run Derby? Did what's-his-name make it? No, no one made it. Too bad. Tristan Cass is there, of course. MLB All-Star Game. Time to see who made the team for the NL All-Stars. I'm very eager to see the potentials, yes. All right, the NL All-Stars this year. We have... Donnie Dubois made it for the pitchers with his 24 saves. Nice, only one blown save. Yeah, Donnie Dubois has been a machine this year. Whoa. So Donnie Dubois, the only pitcher to make it. I'm not sure how. We have so many good pitchers in our rotation. Oliver Cruz at an 80 overall made it. Okay. So only one pitcher. And then for the bats... Wow, shameful. Where are the bats? Okay, Elijah Green. We have one bat and one arm. Elijah Green, I'm glad we didn't trade him. We were so close to trading him. Elijah Green and Donnie Dubois are the only Expos to make the team. All right, NL defeats the AL. Nice. Let's see. Can you see the game? 3-2 NL. And Dubois got the save. Awesome. All right, here we go. Signed draft picks. Here we go. Who needs interest first? Willard Keene is interested. Can we offer him a contract ASAP? Let's scout him at least once. Get him at least 20% scouted or something. 26%, yeah, Rob Schultz needs interest. And Frazier, he just needs a little bit, up to 50 to get interest. So we'll just scout him once, get him up to 50% interest, then we'll offer him a contract. Okay. Reds now 14-1 win. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, let's keep on scouting. Look at Willard Keene. Look at this guy. Could that be a crazy... I know it's a closing pitcher, but could it be a crazy steal? So Maurice Frazier, we can offer him a contract now. I'll start it easy, $630K. What do you say? Nice! We didn't have to go heavy already. Nice to save money where we can. And he is 92-97 potential. All right, that's one signed on. At least we can say that's one, thankfully. That's one. Dustin McGinnis, we know nothing about him. Chris Rex. Let's get Chris Rex. More interested in all that. Okay. We lose 6-4. Harper out 1 to 2 weeks. And then we lose 5-4. Awesome. 14-1 win, then 6-4 loss, 5-4 loss. Okay. Willard Keene. I'd like to get him fully scouted, but I'm more interested in getting other spots freed up for other prospects. So I'm going to try going down to 57% interest. And he signs. Whoo, that's big news! Willard Keene, thank goodness. Oh, wow. Willard Keene is signed on, and that is a huge weight lifted off of our shoulders. All right, let's just keep doing these two guys. But no matter what, it's not going to be enough for them, eh? Let me learn a little bit about Dustin McGinnis. Or is that not worth our time? Oops. And instead we should probably do Sean Self or Antonio Valencia. Self, maybe. Yeah, there's not a lot of interest from these guys. 7-1 loss. 6 days left. Yeah, it's not looking good to get some of these guys. We'll give them the most we can give them. But it's not looking good. And so I'm going to give them plus 3%, plus 2%, plus 1% per day. I'd rather have Chris Rex in the 1, getting 3% interest. 4-2 win, 6-3 win. We're 59-44. When's the trade deadline? July 31st. 37% interest. Yeah, I really want Chris Rex. 4 days left. Just got to cross our fingers. 13-2 win. Whoa. And 11-4 loss. 2 days left. Keep raising the interests. 4-2 loss. Trade deadline. I don't think we're doing anything here, ladies and gentlemen. We made the move already for what's his name? For Drew Gilbert, who's batting 279 now. 279. But Shane Ward's been really hot. Roosh has been hot. That's good news. Ridley's woken up a little bit. Rivera's really impressing me. Really, really, really impressing me. CJ Edwards is a 90 overall now. Maybe swap him over here. But the order's been working, so we probably shouldn't mess with a good thing. The pitchers have gone cold a little bit, it looks like. No, the numbers are good. Rogers, Minoso, Charles, Perez, Lara, Miller, and Dubois a machine. Really, really, really a machine. All right, we'll keep things as they are. I don't think we make any trades here. Unless anybody sees a real hole in this lineup, I don't think we make any trades. And even in our organization, if we have to call someone up like in September, we have Cora, who's an 82. Danny Akar, who's batting 234, who's an 81. Rich Keane, who's a closing pitcher with his crazy numbers. Stephen Glass, batting 319 as an 80 overall. We have players in the system who can come up in September. I don't think there's anything for us to do trade-wise. Big names on the block. Darren Pritchett on the block, but I don't think it would make sense to trade with Miami. Would have been nice to pick him up, but yeah. No, I'm not going to overthink it. There's no moves to be made. We can look at contract extensions, though, really. Colin Hook, you've been struggling, my man. $6 years every day. How low could we go on Colin Hook, I wonder? $6 years at $14.8 million. I would do that on Colin Hook. Colin? No, you can't. Oh, you can't even afford it. Sorry. I forgot we have to make some trades. Vlad Guerrero moving out was helpful. Yeah, but we can't even offer those contracts right now. I forgot. What's the budget like next season? Pretty much already spoken for. So we would have to find. We would probably have to trade out. Maybe Maddox Charles, but 13.5 isn't crazy money. But 7.5 on Perez if he's just going to be there. We can trade him. Perhaps. Yeah, I wasn't anticipating taking on money in Gilbert's 7.8. I was anticipating having just a free 20 million with Guerrero gone. I don't know. And Elijah Green's been incredible this year. Harry Ford. We'll make decisions like that later on. We can always. There's no need to force it now. Okay. And now we'll see. Yeah, Orlando 3-1 win. Deadline to sign draft picks. Here we go. Last day to sign the draft picks. Let's hope the interest is high enough. I'm going to offer him the max we can offer him at $3.27 million. Chris Rex, cross your fingers, everybody! Yes! Chris Rex is on board. We needed that. Okay, Chris Rex. Rob Scholes is up next. We'll offer him as much as we can now. Oh, why can't I only offer him 1.34? Why can't I offer him more than that? That's bad news. Hey, Jack, welcome to the stream. That is bad news. Scholes is going to say no. Ah, he signs on! Okay, thank you, Rob Scholes. Oh my goodness, that's big. Sean Self, are you going to sign at 40% interest? No. So we've tried our best for Sean Self, and he will not be signing. That is unfortunate. Valencia, I can offer you a ton of money, Valencia. Take it all. Take it all. Yes, Antonio Valencia signs. And Dustin McGuinness, it's free money. You want to sign Dustin? Sure. I have no idea what your potential is, but we'll throw you in the system. So you know what? That's not bad, all things considered. We only lose out on one guy who we drafted, and he wasn't one of our top 3 guys. So it's unfortunate. It's still sad, but with the way things work in this game, it's honestly not that bad. Okay, Jonas Rusha 1 to 2 weeks, but on the 10-day 13-3 win. July was tough for George Foley. Mendez hit hard. Tore it up. Outstanding month. Even look like I haven't been here in months. I'll show you in a second, Jack. Here's the team halfway through year number 11. Roosh is injured, though, so Richie Dietz will come in to DH. Yeah, we'll put him there. And he'll swap with Edwards. Richie Dietz, swap with Edwards. There you go. I was expecting to lose more with their low interest. This is quite good. Yep, agreed. Especially with the low interest. Not just how the game usually goes, but especially with the low interests. I thought we would have lost at least 2 or 3. All right, and the pitching rotation. How are things looking here? So. Okay, now, big moment, ladies and gentlemen. Pay to win franchise. Hey, we built this team. I built this team in a cave with a box of scraps. Willard Keene, ranked first by the league. We get at pick number 22. Let's see him. Willard Keene has 95 potential. There's already an 86 overall. 86 overall out of the draft with 95 potential. Rex 92. Frazier 98. Valencia 91. Whoa, what a draft class. 86 out of the draft. I can't remember the last time I saw that. He could be our closer next season. So we could afford now. We could trade Maddox Charles and or Benito Perez and save between 13 and 20 million. And Willard Keene is the free replacement. That is a fantastic stroke of luck for us. Chris Rex at 21 is a 66 overall A potential pitcher. Low on the Ks per 9, but good everywhere else. That's nice. Rob Scholes, center fielder with... Oh, really? C potential, but great speed, all that. Okay, so Scholes might not be anything, but he could be like a platoon guy. He could be an MLB player, but he won't be much. Maurice Frazier at 23 is a 64 overall, so his chances of growing aren't high, but he does have the 98 potential. Sean Self, we'll never know. Antonio Valencia, 91 overall, A potential, 48 overall, so definitely a big project, but he is 18, that's good, we have a lot of time. And Dustin McGuinness, who is a total dart throw, B potential at 45 overall, to be an 84 with good speed, so why not? Wow. Really good draft. Really, really good draft. Now, do other teams have any good drafts? So Cubs, bad. Napoleon Gold was an 86 in the end. Self in next year's class, gotcha. So we got Frazier instead of Scholes. Was that what we did? Or Rex? And yeah, it's okay. Gold would have been nice. Napoleon Gold. Johnny Yoshida, good draft here from the Brewers. Steve Conrad, one good pick from the Pirates. Tough for the Cardinals. Brad Cope Harder, Arizona. Bad draft here from LA. Richard Yang, 88. Eesh, ugly from San Francisco. 188 there. Eesh, some ugly drafts. Edward Zito, we were thinking about him. He's a 92. Oh, we wanted Damon Cleary. We really wanted Damon Cleary, and he went to Tampa. 98 potential. 52 overall at 19. Oh, this is a really good prospect. Really, really good prospect, Damon Cleary. I thought we had a good one in him, but the Rays took him first. Good so-so draft from the Jays. Rico. The Angels took this guy high. For good reason. Yep, 98 potential. We can't trade for him right now, sadly. But it could be like Lenny Parsons where we get him in the future, perhaps. Couple of good names for the Phillies. And back to here. Yeah, so as always, we stand out as the winners of the draft, I would say. Very proud of those picks. Yep. I like those a lot. Now 62 and 46 is our record. Let's keep on simulating. 10 and 3. Sorry, 10-3 loss, 6-4 loss, 4-3 loss. Joe Ryan Jr. I went 2 weeks. Put him on the 15-day. 3-0 loss. So we lose 4 in a row. Cool. Minoso's going to get a chance in the rotation. All of our pitchers are cold now. Cool. 6-1 win. 5-2 win. Thank you. Let's go. Maddox Charles out for a day or two. Doesn't matter. Guerrero out 2 to 3 months with a fractured hand. Goodbye, Kevin Guerrero. Thank you for your rookie season. 9-2 win. Do we call up anybody, or do we keep the bats just Montoya and Hook on the bench? It's because Roosh is all... when Roosh comes back, Dietz will be there. Yeah, it's okay. We can keep the bench like that. Goodbye, Kevin Guerrero. 3-0 loss. Maddox Charles. And they're both back now. Edwards is hot, so you know what? I'm going to put Roosh back in somewhere else. Ridley's been cold. Let's try Roosh in the 7, maybe. Roosh, Rivera, Bradley. Sorry, Roosh, Rivera, Ridley. And this would be Roosh, Hook, Ridley. Now he's hot, but still batting only 204 is Colin Hook. Who, you know what? If we need to free up money there too, maybe Colin Hook is another guy that we trade. And Christian Rivera takes his spot full time, batting 290. Another possibility. Yeah, we have no money, so. And Maddox Charles, is he back where he's at? Mid relief. There you go. Good. Minoso gets the start here. Ford out for a day or two. Keep him active. 2-1 win. Plays on the bench and a 10-2 win. Nice. So Minoso and a big 2-1 win there. Love that. Von Bernard out for Ford. Good. Minoso, okay. 4-3 win. 68 and 51 is the record. Here we go. 9-2 win, 8-4 loss, 8-5 win, 6-4 win. Tobias Gooch, keep him active. Bird 1 to 2 months. Put on the 60, why not? 8-9, 9-8 loss, 4-3 loss. Joe Ryan Jr. is back. Henry Minoso, thank you. You did very well. We'll throw you back there. Okay. We are 7.5 games up on the Marlins right now. Very good. The Braves, the Phillies, they're back there. Not as much competition as usual, but the season's not over yet. Here we go. 4-3 loss against the Rockies. 3-1 win, 9-4 loss. Keep them active. Bieber on the mound. 11-0 shutout victory. Nice. In Atlanta. 6-5 win. There you go. Back-to-back dubs against the Braves. Can we make it a sweep? And I'm not sure, but Roosh is out for a few days. 9-7 win, yes. And Dietz comes in. Or Colin Hook, who's hot. But Dietz... they want to give the time to Hook. Okay, I'll give it to Hook. You know what? No. I'm going to play Dietz at DH. Hook actually at shortstop. You're hot right now. Try and run with it. While Rivera is cold, to try and run with it while you have the chance. Against lefties, Luis Montoya. Why not? You got 94 contact. You've barely played this year. Luis Montoya, here's your chance to shine as well. 10-3 loss, 4-1 loss, 8-7 win. Hook at 219. Montoya have any at-bats? Yes, he did. Roosh is hot, so I can't really keep Roosh out of the lineup entirely. Tempting. Drew Gilbert at 30 home runs. That's why we acquired him. Look at that power. Montoya. He's going to stay in against lefties. I'm going to give him that chance. And for righties, Dietz will come out for Roosh because Roosh is the guy that we have a bit more trust in, I guess you could say. Okay, let's do that. Last day of August, and now here we are in September. Any news for me? No. So time for the September call-ups. Over in AAA. Danny Acar has not been doing very well, so I don't think I'll call him up. Stephen Glass has been killing it. But the problem is, who do we call up? Probably pitchers, because the bats, they have barely any bats in AA. So if I call up, where's starting pitchers? Jason Cora, he's been really good though. I want someone who's not going to disrupt the world too much. Michael McGill hasn't been fantastic. So Michael McGill will get called up. Duarte, guys who aren't doing super well, we'll call them up because they won't be playing very much. Duarte, I need one more relief pitcher, I guess. Mendez has been good. Jason Roberts has been good too. He's 27 there in Schwartz. Okay, Mike Mendez. Move to MLB. Great. And then in AA, do I call one up from AA? Probably, yeah. George Cabrera, go to AAA. And Shohei, I forgot we have Shohei Ohtani on this team. And Joe Ryan. I forgot that they're both here. We should call them up to the MLB. Sorry, we'll call them up to the MLB. Shohei Ohtani and Joe Ryan, welcome to the MLB. What am I saying? Of course. So I'll send back down Duarte, wasting a minor league option, whatever. And McGill as well? Yeah, I guess. Waste of an option. Sorry about that. And Cabrera can go back to AA. Yeah, I'll show. Yeah, he's 39 now. As a 66 overall. He just wanted to get paid. We signed him for fun in the offseason. Okay, should fix rotations there. Auto fix. I'm supposed to have 15 pitchers. Oh, we have too many pitchers. Who do we have here that I can send down? Oh, because they're counted as pitchers, Ryan and Ohtani. So Mendez has got to go down. Sorry, man. So I wasted options on all three of those guys. Nice. Except for Mendez, he can just be sent down straight. Good. But I need to have 28 players. So I'll call one player back up and we wasted another option. We send him back down later. So yes, I will call up a bat. Oh, actually, it'll be a bat, so a different player, thankfully. Tom Lee. Rory Aubrey. Tobias Gooch. Eldridge Drummond. Sure. Or Carey Michaels. Yeah, sure. Carey Michaels. But we need to add him to the 40-man. There you go. On the 40-man. MLB. Great. Okay, 7-2 win. Thank you. Autofix. Simulate. 4-2 loss. 5-4 win. 78-59. 3-2 loss against the Marlins and a 9-4 win. Pirates, 5-4 win, 7-2 win, 6-4 loss, and an 8-2 win. Parsons against his old team. 82-61, 8.5 games up on the Marlins. 18 games away from 100. We won't hit that, I don't think. But how many games left in the season? 7, 14, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have to win 18 in a row to get to 100. 10-3 win, 7-4 win, 6-2 win, 10-0 win, 5-1 win. Hold on a second. 6-3 win, 5-3 loss. All right, there goes the run for 100. But still, wow, that was, what, a 7-game win streak? And we've won 10 of our last 12? Or 10 of our last... Yeah, is that what it is? Something like that? Wow. Okay, 88-62. What a run that was. Now 14 games up on the NL East. 7-5 loss, 9-8 loss, so we lose 3 in a row, of course. 14-4 win, 7-1 win, 8-3 win, 9-8 win. AAA didn't make it. AA made the postseason, blah, blah, blah. 92-64 with 5 games left in the season. 6 games left in the season, excuse me. So we could afford to lose 1. But we lost 3 in a row there. 5-1 win, 3-2 win, 5-2 loss, 7-3 win. The AA got eliminated. Goodbye. 7-0 loss. We're 95-66, ready for the last game of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Montoya's been hot. So you know what? He's been loving life as DH. Luis Montoya, good for him. Hook back up to batting 247. That's very good after he was batting like 204. So Drew Gilbert, 6 home runs since we last saw him. Green is cold, but he's been our leadoff guy all year. It's hard to move him now. Roosh 294, Dietz 292, Rivera 290. Okay. And the pitchers are solid. Dubois, you're a machine. Ohtani and Ryan both need to pitch this game. Here against the Phillies for the last game of year number 11. We've made a 6th consecutive postseason. We've won, what, maybe a 3rd or 4th consecutive NL East? At Stade Olympique. Sorry. Joe Ryan Jr. on the mound. Yes. Or do we have Henry Minoso a start, I wonder? No, JRJ on the mound. Play ball. And let's play ball. Here we go. First inning. 2 runs for us. Second inning, 2 runs against. 2 runs against again. JRJ, walk, strikeout, ground. Already made it out of the inning. One more bad mistake. Pop up, ground out. Okay, but now I want to get other players pitching too. But JRJ is looking good. Fly out, pop up, double. All right, now here's where we go. Let's bring in JRJ kidding. No, he turns it around. His father, Joe Ryan Jr., now gives the ball to his father, Joe Ryan, to get the job done. There's a runner on second. Can his father finish the job? Gives up a walk and then a flyout. All right, gets him out of it. Harry Ford walks. Good start. Pitching change there. Hook flyout. Roosh line out. Ridley walk. Elijah Green walk to load the bases. You're giving up 90 runs. CJ Edwards with the bases loaded. Oh, wow! Long time no see. CJ Edwards says, see you later. Bonsoir et reparti. Grand slam to take a 7-4 lead in the last game of the season at home in front of the Montreal faithful. Wow! CJ Edwards. Channeling his inner CJ Abrams. I guess he must have done that. He borrowed JRJ's you-know-what. Wow. Shane Ward pitching change now, and then Ward pops up. Oh my goodness, was that something. 7-4 lead now. Joe Ryan on the mound. Fly out, strike out, ground out. Joe Ryan getting it done. Dylan Cruz singles. Drew Gilbert strikes out. Harry Ford. I'm going to give a chance here to Vaughn Bernard to end off the season. Vaughn Bernard pops up, of course. Colin Hook grounds out. All right, Joe Ryan will cede to Shohei Ohtani. The Japanese... Oh, in the back. Ohtani. The Japanese phenom, at the age of 39, making his first start of 2034. First appearance of 2034. Strikeout from Shohei. Fly out and a walk. Pick off pitch. Strikeout. Wow, 2 strikeouts. I love it. Jonas Roosh, can I bring in Shohei to hit here? No, I can't make that change in game, huh? All right, Roosh, I'm going to give a chance to... Ullman is a righty to Richie Dietz. To end off the year here. And a lefty comes in against Dietz. Do I answer and put in Montoya, who's better against lefties? We'll think about it. I want Richie to hit. Strikes out. Ridley pop up and Green ground out. Great. All right, Julius Throwbridge here against Ohtani. Yeah, let's keep Ohtani in it, I suppose, but it would be a save. I probably want to give it to Donnie Dubois for the save. Ground out, walk, single. Okay, yeah. Pitching change. Donnie Dubois, finish it off. Get one last save, baby. Strikeout, strikeout. Bang, and the Expos win 7-4. Edwards, player of the game. Another save for Donnie Dubois. He hits 40. His 40th save, and Joe Ryan registers the win as his son gives him the chance to finish it off, and he does exactly that. Wow. 7-4 win, ladies and gentlemen. We finished 96 and 66. Let's put this in here, 96 and 66. Technically our worst record in 3 years, but we'll still take it. And that will be 1, 2, 3, our 4th NL East title in the last 5 years, and our 3rd in a row. Isn't that something, huh? Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so let's look at the numbers to end off the season. Did everyone play 162 games? I'm not sure, it doesn't tell me here. Maybe I'll sim one more day. Should I? Yeah, one more day. Expos, versus come to an end. Yes, okay, good thing I did. All right, standing. So in the end, we won the NL East. Love that. 16 games up on the Marlins. 96 wins. We finished 2nd in the league in wins. Tied with the Reds and 1 behind the Rockies. We had good success against the Rockies. There we go. What was the NL wildcard like? Let's see. Okay, so there you go. League leaders, I don't want to see it. Let's look at the NL leaders. So Shane Ward, Shane Ward was 3rd in the NL batting average. Bat .250 last year, bats .314 this year. Good for you. And how's his defense? Maybe a gold glove for him? .996 fielding, 6 errors, 5.5 WAR, wins above replacement value. Wow. Shane Ward, an extremely valuable player this season. Cruz at 13, Roosh at 14 for batting average. Hits, Shane Ward 2nd with 190. At bats, Elijah Green had as leadoff, yeah. Doubles, triples, Elijah Green tied for the 2nd in the league and tied for the lead in the NL with 10 triples. Huh. Most home runs, Drew Gilbert ends with 36. Yeah, we brought in that power exactly because of that. How many home runs with us? Was that maybe like 20 home runs with us? Something along those lines. After Drew Gilbert, yeah, quite a drop-off. As next up for us is anybody? Anybody? It is Dylan Cruz at 23. RBI, Drew Gilbert at 110. Again, not all with us, but still. Runs, Shane Ward at 102. One of the league leaders. What a year from Shane Ward. CJ Edwards, 2nd in the NL in stolen bases with 35. Whoa, back-to-back 30-plus stolen base seasons. 16 home runs, 35 stolen base, 166 hits. Yeah, last couple of years have been very good from CJ. Bases on balls, CJ Edwards 2nd with 96, 2nd in the entire MLB. Good old Walker Jenkins, now at a 97 overall. We gave up on Walker Jenkins, sadly, in the Lenny Parsons trade. Yeah. On base percentage, Shane Ward and CJ Edwards tied in 6th. in the NL. Slugging percentage, nobody. OPS, who's highest, I wonder, for OPS? Shane Ward at 869. Wins, Lenny Parsons tied for the NL lead with 17 wins. Shane Bieber right behind with 16. Very proud of these guys. Parsons up to a 94 overall now on that nice $20 million contract. Least amount of losses, nobody there. Saves. So Dubois didn't get to 50 or anything, but 40 saves from Donnie Dubois. Only 4 blown saves, too. Can you check how Vlad did after we traded him before we called for the night? Sure. Sadly, we can't see exactly what his numbers were only with Pittsburgh, but we will be able to see his total season numbers. ERA, Joe Ryan Jr., third lowest. Look at Oliver Cruz, an 81 overall. How does this happen? An 81 overall, 2.65 ERA, lowest in the entire MLB. Joe Ryan Jr. is third lowest. Parsons is fifth lowest. Home runs allowed. Valdez sixth lowest at 19. Shutouts. Joe Ryan Jr. tied for the NL lead with 3 shutouts. Most strikeouts. Ayala, Painter, Frasso. We're not big on the strikeouts, eh? Parsons at 189. Okay. Complete games. JRJ with 3. Innings pitched. Parsons at 204 and 2/3. Walks allowed. Parsons least amount of walks allowed in the entire MLB. Take a bow, Lenny Parsons, only 31. Whip, Parsons at 1.11. Pitching WAR, the most valuable pitcher in the MLB. You gotta think it's a Cy Young for Lenny Parsons. Come on. Can we get 3 years in a row? Valdez, JRJ, and Parsons, please. Valdez sixth highest WAR in the NL for the pitchers. Batting WAR. Cruz at 6.3, Gilbert at 6.2. Wow. Whew. Okay, now to see the awards. I don't think we won any. Probably would have told us, right? NL MVP goes to Darren Pritchett. Cy Young to Grayson Rodriguez, and Lenny Parsons is the second runner-up. No, this has been stolen from him. 3.32 and 1.23, 3.25 and 1.11, 23 quality starts. He got robbed. Parsons gets robbed of the NL Cy Young. Shane Ward, second runner-up for the batting title even. Whoa. That's crazy. Donnie Dubois, second runner-up for reliever of the year. Take a bow. A lot of second runner-up, but no winners. Dylan Cruz wins the Gold Glove in center field. That's nice. Shane Ward, first runner-up for the Silver Slugger at first base. Kirilloff beats him. Too bad. CJ Edwards, second runner-up for the Silver Slugger at third base. Drew Gilbert, first runner-up for the Silver Slugger in the outfield. All right, there you go. There are the 2034 awards. All right, let's go check out... Stats. The Pittsburgh Pirates. Where are you, Pirates? Alonzo Abar actually played in the MLB. Grew to a 77 overall. Okay, yeah, so it makes a lot of sense why the Pirates did that trade. Bat 318 in just 22 at-bats, though. Vladdy, where is he? Vladdy went down to AAA after ending the season playing the MLB, though. So I guess, yeah, just for the playoffs or whatever, they sent him down, I guess. Ends the year with 10 home runs, batting 277. I know. It's sad, but I know. But they're happy to have Abar. I'm sure they are. Let's see the rest of the numbers for us, where we call it a night. Stats. Looking at position players. Yeah, so position players. 102 runs from Shane Ward. 190 hits as well. A lot of players with 150-plus hits. But home runs, it was very low. Only 3 players with over 20 home runs. In an era where we used to have Wallner, Guerrero, Julien, all those guys. Gilbert, 36. Cruz, 23. Ward, 20. Everyone else less than that. RBI, 2 players over 100, Gilbert and Cruz. Stolen bases, Edwards 35. But Shane Ward, man, he did it all this year. 19 stolen bases. Batting average, Luis Montoya, only 14 games played, but he bat 354. So I'm willing to give him a greater chance in the future. He could be a big piece with that crazy contact. Shane Ward 314, Cruz 294, of course. On base percentage, Edwards at 392, tied with Shane Ward. Slugging, Gilbert at 530. OPS, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players at 850 or above in Cruz, Montoya, I guess. Gilbert, Rivera, and Ward. Yeah, Christian Rivera, very good rookie season from him. Playing 102 games, batting 290. Is he our shortstop next year with Hook out, maybe? Hook and or Charles and or Perez out to free up money? I don't know. Sorry. And then where was I? Walks, 96 walks from CJ. Most strikeouts to Elijah Green. Doubles, triples. And of course, how many errors? 9 errors for Rivera. 9 errors in 877 innings. Hook, in like 30 more innings, has a third of the errors. Makes sense with the defensive numbers. I don't like our shortstop and our third baseman combining for 17 errors. And our infield at second, third, and short combining for, what would that be? 25 errors? Yeah. Batting war, Cruz 6.3, Gilbert 6.2, Ward 5.5. Love the wins above replacement right here. Love them. All right, next up. Let's go back to the pitchers. Parsons goes 17-8 in his record. Bieber 16-8. The veteran really brought the heat this season. JRJ goes 12-8. Valdez 11-9. Rogers goes 10-5 in his. Let's just start with the starters though. Valdez 11-9. Minoso. Where is Shipman? The game already sent people down, right? Why would I want Shipman in the MLB, right? Yeah, let's send. Why would I want Oliver Shipman in the MLB? Of course, I want Darren Schwartz in the MLB. Yeah, that's what I want. Add the playoff roster. Anybody else needs to be added? Christopher Miller. What? Add the playoff roster. Von Bernard. I need a backup catcher, please. Is that everyone? Sheesh. Remove from playoff roster. Remove from playoff roster. Aubrey, I know he's the higher overall, but he hasn't played in the MLB even yet, so remove from playoff roster. And that's everybody, I think. Guerrero is injured. So that's why Acar's... that's why Acar, yeah. But, again, I'm not ready to put him there. So in AAA, we can call up somebody from AAA to replace. Are we eliminated down in AAA? Are we eliminated here? Yes, right? So we could call up somebody from AAA. Do we call up Shohei Ohtani? Joe Ryan? Where are they? Joe Ryan's 65. Ohtani's 66. There you go. Ohtani on the playoff roster while Guerrero's injured. It might be the entire postseason, actually. So Acar comes off. So Valdez, Ryan, actually probably Parsons goes in the number 1 spot. Hold on, let's finish off looking at the stats for the year that was. So are any position players down there that shouldn't have been? I think the game was just playing around with the pitchers. Bernard wasn't up, I guess. That's it. Okay. So now looking at the starting pitchers again. Our starting pitchers. So 17-8 from the... Okay, let's start looking at strikeouts. Parsons 189. ERA. JRJ with 3.14 ERA. Parsons 3.25. Bieber 3.98. Valdez just over 4. Shipman 4.33. Those numbers were really, like, not great. Then they were really good. Then they ended so-so for Oliver Shipman, now an 86 overall. Renewable next year, then arbitration. I'm not sure if I see him being a big part of the future, though. So Shipman like that. Henry Minoso in his rookie season playing in long relief, pitched 158 and 2/3 innings. Good for him. 10-11. 2 blown saves. What? 4.93 ERA, 1.52 whip. 1 quality start. 1 out of 2 starts a quality start. Good for him. A lot of pitched innings in his first season here. Whip 1.11, crazy from Lenny Parsons. JRJ 1.18, Shipman 1.33, that's good. Bieber 1.34, Valdez 1.43. Valdez there. Starts, winning percentage. Quality starts, 23 out of 32 games. Quality starts from Lenny Parsons. 22 from JRJ, 20 from Shipman. Let's give him that, yeah, 20 quality starts. Despite the not-so-great numbers, 20 quality starts. Wow. 18 from Valdez, 17 from Bieber. That's a lot of quality starts. Great rotation here. Really good. I'm really proud of this rotation. And the pitching war, 4.7 for Parsons, 3.8 for Valdez, 2.8 for Bieber, 2.7 for JRJ, 1.4 for Shipman, and 0.6 for Minoso. Ks per 9, Parsons at 8.31, all the way down to JRJ at 6.69. Walks per 9, Parsons 1.36 walks per 9. That's crazy. JRJ 3 walks per 9. Home runs per 9. Valdez 0.88 home runs per 9. Shipman 1.57. Minoso 1.76. Yeah, okay. All right. Now, relief pitchers slash closing pitchers. So Trevor Rogers and Andrew Lara, only barely any innings pitched for him, but Trevor Rogers in long relief continues to show us why we pay him the money that we pay him. Fantastic in long relief from Trevor Rogers. Very well done to him. 2.76 ERA, 1.27 WHIP, only one blown save, and 1.3 wins above replacement. Andrew Lara, yeah, he's shown himself to be that kind of guy. Career 3.22 ERA through 43 appearances, 50 and 1/3 innings pitched. Lara's not bad. Signed on arbitration next year. Yeah. Now, closing pitchers. So 3 saves from Charles, 40 saves from Donnie Dubois. We trusted him in that closing role this year, and for good reason. 79 saves on his career now. 40 saves just this year with us. Benito Perez, 5 saves and 3 blown. Miller, 4 saves, 10 blown saves from Christopher Miller. 5.85 ERA. Of course, he comes from Miami, and then he just falls apart. So that's $7.1 million there that we're going to free up guaranteed. Christopher Miller will be gone. Do we take him off of the playoff roster now even? Would be a question if you're thinking down there in the comments and in the live chat right now. Maddox Charles, 2 saves, 3 blown, 16 holds. Not a good season from Maddox Charles. If we had the money, I don't mind keeping him. But if he's what we need to move out, then we can move him out. Yeah. Wins above replacement. 1.5 for Charles, 0.9 for Dubois, 0.4 for Perez, 0.0 for Miller. Yeah, a lot of Ks, but doesn't make up for it. So if we were to remove him from the playoff roster now, we can call up Jason Cora or Rich Keane, who had a very good year in AAA. I'm not even going to wait. I'm ready to make that decision now. Keane will come up, and where are you? Christopher Miller, you've thrown your last ball as an Expo. Pitched your last inning as an Expo. So there we go. We are ready for the 2034 postseason, which will be coming your way in January of 2025. This was our last Expo stream of 2024 to close off the year. Still more streams to come your way with Coyotes and also breaking news in the real world of hockey. So more streams will come your way, more uploads, more videos coming your way with the last Expo stream. So if you've been exclusively watching this series, I wish you a very happy new year. Merry Christmas, happy holiday season. May the start of the new year be filled with lots of health and happiness. And just take a second to relax, put the feet up, enjoy a couple sugar cookies, but stay active, stay hydrated, and thanks for being here tonight, everyone. Looking forward to the postseason where we will face the Reds or the Padres. Of course, it could be the Reds again, as the Rockies, with one more win, finished above us in the number 1 spot in the NL. So we did not win the NL, the National League, but we did win the NL East. Joe Mighty stats, yes, look at that to finish off the season. And that would be over in Detroit. Joe Mighty, it's not a great year. Yeah, 5.19 ERA, 1.55 WHIP, 8 quality starts though, 1.3 wins above replacement, 8 and 12, same number of wins as the last few years, 31 and 43 in his career, with 5.12 ERA. Going to be arbitration eligible next season. There you go. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. Much love to you all. Looking forward to seeing you in the Coyotes stream on Monday, December 23rd, most likely. A lot of videos coming your way, as we're going to have an updated NHL 25 roster coming out, I believe, tomorrow evening. And then we'll have the complete guide to NHL 23 franchise mode next Monday, too, I think, as well. So yeah, a lot of things coming right before Christmas. And then after Christmas, get ready for Desora content, as my fiance will be visiting and we'll be able to put out some streams to all of you. Yeah, the Reds again. We don't want to see the Reds again. Let's not have a 4th consecutive year where we lose in the NLDS. It's a new chapter. Let's turn the page. and let's continue marching forward. All right, so I'll end off with the depth chart looking here. Much love, everybody. Let's go Expos, baby. And I'll talk to you in 2025 for the 2034 postseason. Good night, everybody. Have a great start to your weekend.